Hi, my name is Ian Westerman. I'm the head pro at EssentialTennis.com, where it's my mission to bring passionate instruction to passionate tennis players just like you. Welcome to this episode of Ask Ian. I've got a question via email today that says, I know that your body has to be loose and relaxed in everything that you do in tennis, but does that also apply to the wrist? Does it have to be loose or firm when hitting a forehand? All right, it's a good question, and there's a lot of conflicting advice and instruction out there having to do with this specifically, both the wrist and just individually in general on a wide variety of different shots, and also the wrist on the forehand specifically. The simple answer is that there are periods of time during a high-level forehand where both things are occurring. There are periods of time, namely just the take back and the laying back of the hand and wrist, which most people refer to as the lag. The hand and the wrist and the forearm should be very loose and relaxed during that period of the swing. However, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here, but suffice it to say, as the racket starts to move forward towards contact, there is a period of time where there's an active straightening of the hand, and the wrist is accelerating the hand and the racket head as a result forward towards the point of contact. Now, don't get excited, turn off the video at this point and go out and try to practice this, please, because we're talking about a function of the body, of the wrist specifically, that's occurring within, probably a couple of milliseconds, a split second during a high level forehand swing. For the vast majority of us, this is not something that you should be going out, and this is not a high priority item. This is not an essential within your tennis game. It's not a fundamental foundational element that you must have in order to hit good forehands. Now, if you want to move from 4.0 player to, hopefully someday playing open level tournaments, you want to play 5.0, 5.5 plus, then yeah, at some point this is a function of technique that at some point probably needs to be developed, and it may happen naturally, or it may not happen naturally. Maybe something you need to be taught or coached when you get to that point. But listen to me carefully. If you're a 3-5 player currently and you're looking for instruction on what to do to get to 4-0, this is not where you should be spending your time. It is not. What you should be focusing on is having a loose, relaxed body throughout your swing and working on the fundamental technique flaws that are currently in your technique. Because if you're a 3-5 player, I promise you that they're there. If you're a 4.0 player, I promise you that they're there. Even if you're above those levels, I promise that you have some technique flaws that are more fundamental than the lag and snap, action within a forehand ground stroke. So for me, as I work with more and more students, it's becoming very, very clear to me that a big part that has to do with whether or not you get stuck at a certain level or whether or not you continue to progress is your ability to focus on the most important things, and not having a checklist of 12 elements, and also not going off on a tangent and focusing on little technique things that, yeah, you see when Roger Federer hits a forehand, or Djokovic or Nadal or whoever hits a forehand. Yeah, you see that. That doesn't mean that's what you should be spending your time on, because you have things that are way more fundamental and important that probably need to be addressed first. Now, when it comes to ground strokes and fundamental technique, I have some free coaching that addresses that specifically. We're going to put a link in this video right now that leads right to the sign up for that. We'll also put a link in the description of this video so that you can check that out. It's a free series of coaching having to do with forehand and backhand accuracy. And within that coaching, I go step by step and show you how to create a fundamentally sound swing on both sides, and something that you can repeat over and over again. So check that out. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions related to this topic, or if you have a question that maybe you'd like me to answer on a future episode of Ask Ian, leave that right down below this video player. Also, please be sure to click like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Essential Tennis YouTube channel so you don't miss out on future lessons. With that, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your time and your attention. Take care, and good luck with your tennis.